Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock and this is House Flipper. We are continuing with our career mode. And I did a whole hour-long episode earlier in a house that had a bunker in it, and I decided not to post it. And the reason is that what I said at the outset is we're going to spend less than an hour and do a quick turnaround on this house. And it was such a mess that all I could do was the actual bunker level. I ended up selling it for a ridiculous profit, which is just ridiculous. And so that would be this house. And all I had time to do really was the bunker, and you have to do that because the people there are only 3 possible people who could buy the house, and they're survivalists. They don't care about decorations, prettiness, anything. All they care about is bunker. I actually don't find all of this sort of radioactive bunker crap to be interesting, and so I'm not going to show either of those houses that are left. I'm going to go in, fix them up quickly, and sell them, because like it doesn't matter how pretty you make the house. All they care about is that you put supplies in the basement. And I find that not to be an interesting way to play the game. So I'm not going to bother. The only reason I'm actually going to buy and flip these houses is because you do get an achievement if you sell every single one. So I'm going to try to get that achievement. So what I did do at the end of that episode was about the pink house. It's Pink Kingdom. And this is actually a pretty nice house that's just ugly. And I think if we just swap out the furniture and de-pinkify the house, it'll look great. So we're going to try to go ahead and do that. And once we do that, I think it'll look excellent. It's not dirty. We don't have a lot of garbage to get rid of. It's just pink. And hideously so. So let's take a look inside. Yeah, so I was going to make this my new office. I figured downstairs will be the new office, upstairs will be the living quarters. Even if it's like a 2-bedroom house or something, oh, I can make a kitchen and living room out of it. Well, it's a 1-bedroom up here. Just bedroom and or 2 bedrooms, but no bath up here. There's no bathroom. It's just like a closet and a bedroom, which is kind of ridiculous. And then down here is the only bathroom. So I think what we're going to do, actually, is we're going to get rid of this bathroom down here. We're going to actually do some pretty serious renovation on this now that I'm thinking about it. We're going to get rid of the bathroom down there. We're going to move the bathroom up here with the master bedroom, right? And I think what we can do, since it's going to be a master bedroom, is we can even maybe draw the wall out a little bit. We can't get all the way out to here, which is frustrating, but we could draw the wall out to there, right? So you come up here and, you know, have like the door be here, and then the bathroom would maybe be in this corner or something. So we're going to have to get rid of a lot of stuff. We don't have to do a lot of cleaning other than the windows, which is nice. And then we're just going to have to de-pinkify, right, because it's hideous. So you guys thought the rainbow house was bad. This makes the rainbow house look like nothing. And then of course we have a garage. Look at the floor on the garage. I mean, even that is crazy. And the purple car. Ugh, it's nuts. Alright, so let's start by taking stuff out. Everything's gotta go. If it weren't pink, this house would be actually quite nice. Although I think the upstairs is a huge waste of space. I wish there was a way to, like, just sell all. Even the laundry room down here and everything. Wow. You guys thought my crazy rainbow room was insane. This room, my rainbow house had nothing on this house. This is eye-shattering. Look at this pink on the walls and blue lights. Who colors them that way? Oh my gosh. It's hilarious. Carpets make the floor warmer. Yeah, well, we can do carpets. So you know what you're going to do? The guy with the pink hair, at this point it looks like he will buy the house. You could sell it right now and try to get the achievement for selling to him. Right? And there are people who do that just to get the achievements, but to me, I don't see the point of that. I'm not in it to just sell to every buyer. I'm in it to redecorate every house and make it look cool. This window reminds me of a window in the loft over my entrance that I absolutely cannot get to physically. There's just no way. I don't have a ladder that big. There we go. You know, one of the things that would be interesting to try would be selling a house that, like, paint it all neutral colors and just sell an empty house and see if anybody buys it and how much they would pay for it. I bet one of these guys would. It's not an experiment I'm going to do yet. Maybe after I've sold everything once, I might try it just to see. Every room is just a room now. And we have pretty much cleaned it out. Oh, we do have to do these windows here. Oh, no, they're clean. Are they? What's going on? It won't even let me open them? That's pretty strange. Man, this pink is crazy. Alright, folks. We've cleared everything here. Now we have to do the garage. I really wish you could put a car in the garage. Instead, they give you bicycles. Which is unfortunate. Halogen lights in the garage. That's weird. Alright, so we're good. We have it set up. And we've sold everything now. And we still have one more window to clean. Alright, so now we just have to get rid of these ridiculous walls. And there are just no end to the light fixtures. Or the light switches. So now let's see what we can do up here. One thing I think is pretty clear, if you look at the perks, we've maxed out on cleaning, we're maxed out on painting, we're maxed out on handyman, we're maxed out on building, we're maxed out on negotiation, we're maxed out on gardener, and on the demolition, we still have like 2/3 of the way to go. It's obviously not weighted right. In other words, you should max them all out at about the same time, working through the missions and working through the houses. And I think the fact that you don't is actually a flaw. It shouldn't be the case that you're maxed out on everything else But not that. Alright, let's get rid of these guys. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we get that. Alright, so now what I want to do is pull the wall out, but we can only go to here, right? Because that's blocking the window. Alright. So if we put a doorway here, we could have the bathroom along this way, maybe. Not sure. Let's put the wall in and then I'll demolish what I don't want. Let's just get it in first. Okay. And then we're going to demolish this. So this is going to be a couple episodes, guys, because with all the demolition and rebuilding, it's going to take a bit. Okay. Now one wall right here, as soon as these disappear. Alright, so here's the bedroom. Where do we want to put the bath? We're going to have to put the door to the bedroom about here. I think we're going to put the master bath, like, over there. It does give the bedroom only one tiny little window, but I think we're going to only... That's really going to be the only choice we have, so... Let's see, I think maybe this will probably be big enough. You know what? I think we want to put the door over here. So we're going to push this back a little bit more. And my reason for that is so that we have within the bathroom this section that we can use to put like a soaker tub or something in. So let's do a lintel. And then back to the wall. And there we go. So now we have a 19 square meter room, which is not too bad. That might be a little narrow. Can we get a tub in here? I just want to see. Hit the wrong button. Installations. Bathtub. Yeah, we can get a tub in there. Okay. And then we can have like a sink over here. And a toilet against this wall, perhaps. Or we might be able to put that that one shower that goes across. So I think that's all right. This is kind of a little funny nook here, but we could put like a cupboard or something in there. So I think we're all right. So this is going to be the bedroom. So now we have to knock out some walls here to go out. So 1, 2, 3. Let's knock these out. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should do us. And then lintels. Okay. So this is just our little hallway into the bedroom, into the bathroom at the front of the house. I think that looks pretty good. And that means the downstairs does not have to be a bathroom. And so we could actually like make this the formal dining room. So we can make this a dining room here, kitchen here, living room here. These walls are a little funky in terms of the shape, you know. Like, because where this wall is, you would think this would come back to here, and we could maybe put a lintel up. It's a little awkward. Alright, I'm not sure what I want to do with the downstairs, so let's do the upstairs first. We'll go ahead and put the bathroom in. And since this is pink, we're going to reverse this and do very muted kind of grays and beiges and things like that to kind of just completely reverse it. So floor tiles. Let's do... let's see. I guess we'll do white in here with grays. So there's our floor tile. I think we're just going to do tile on that wall. We'll do wallpaper on this wall, and then the two side walls will be paint. So if we look up the wall tiles, let's kind of do like the white subway tile here. Put that there. And then in terms of wall paneling, the wallpaper, let's do this here, and then we'll do a gray for the walls, for the paint. Steel gray. And we're going to need white paint for the trim. I really wish there was a way to favorite some of these. Okay, so let's start with the slow part, which is tiling. Alright, so we're done with that, and then we're going to pick that up, and wallpaper over here. Looks good. Put that down. Actually, pick that up and put it there. And then paint. This sort of reminds me when I was looking for the house that I'm in, right before I picked this house, which was under construction, I looked in this development for a house. It was the same, same exact floor plan, and it was across the street down the block from where I am now. It was the same floor plan. It was about a year old. The person who bought it had married somebody and moved to California and really needed to sell the house. And anyway, so she had a lot of really good taste. The house was very tastefully decorated, except for one thing. She had gone for some pretty extreme colors. In the guest room, the walls were like a bright sky blue. In the master bath, it was a dark gray like this, even darker than this. And I can't remember, I think one of the other rooms had a strange color as well. And so, yeah, I was like, well, I'm going to have to paint this house before I move in, but then she didn't want to sell for the price that I was willing to give her. She was actually pretty silly about it because she'd been waiting a really long time to get, she'd been waiting a really, really long time to sell. I mean, the housing market wasn't very good back then, about 7 years ago, and her house had been on the market for like a year. And I thought, you know, why don't you just, you know, what I wanted was like, I just wanted her to pay the closing costs, which actually is not an unreasonable demand. And so, so let's see what we got here. Why is this not going in? So that's going to go there, and then we'll put the sink next to it. So yeah, she didn't want to pay closing costs, and there's one other thing I asked for that was fairly minor. And so she lost the sale because, I mean, they were building all these houses in here, so basically the builder said, we'll give you the same deal she gets, and we'll give you some extras. The same deal you're asking for her, and we'll give you some extras. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. And so I bought the house across the street from her, and she had to wait like another 8 months or something to sell the house. And the realtor was saying, you know, the mortgage she's paying on the house for 8 months, and the money she has to pay for homeowners insurance to insure an unoccupied house, which is more expensive, she lost more money doing that than just giving you the friggin' closing costs. But I still remember the dark gray bathroom that I was like, I'm gonna have to paint, and the bright blue guest room, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so bathroom here. Let's get the tub in. This is going to be the hardest part. Let's try this one. I think marble is going to look good in here. Ooh, that looks good too. I like that. And we'll go with the gray pillow to keep everything the same, and we'll see if we can fit it. Can we fit it? There's not enough room. That is unfortunate. Alright, let's try this one then. Got it. Okay, let's assemble it. The one thing you got to be worried about when you put stuff in corners is sometimes the angle, like when you're where you're supposed to like click on things, you end up in the wall, and then the game just can't handle it. But this is okay. We got our tub in. So now let's get the toilet in. I think that's looking pretty good. And of course, you know, we always have to put in the toilet paper holder. And then we got the sink right here. So we'll do a decent sink. We won't do the cheapy one. Let's do this one. Gray wood, I think, because we're in a sort of a grayish bathroom. I think that's good. There we go. Not bad. Alright, so we need a towel radiator. I think we're going to put that on this outer wall. Click the wrong thing. Installations. Towel radiator. And then we're going to put the towel radiator in. Right like that. And then squeeze this on. So this heats both the bathroom and the towels if you want to hang towels on it. It's quite cool. I kind of wish we had these things in the US because I like heating up the towels. Alright, so now can we get a curtain on here? Oh, and you know, it's a good thing I kept the paint around. I left something pink. We can't do that. No pink in the house. There we go. Alright, so can we get curtains? I bet we can't, but we'll try. Mountable wide curtains. And these are gray. Gray flowers. Okay, I like that. Can we get it on? Nope. Too wide. Alright, so we're just going to have to do blinds. Let's do shades. Let's do light gray shades. 1, 2. There we go. Looks good. And now we can... Oh, these are the windows that don't open. Alright, so... we're going to need also towels for the bathroom. I feel like... I think one of the major issues with this game is that you just end up like doing the same thing over and over again. How many times am I going to buy the same towels? How many just with different colors? How many times am I going to buy the same sort of towel racks? How many times am I going to buy the same towel radiator? How many times am I going to buy the same mirror? Because there really are only 1 or 2 or 3 ones that actually fit and look good. Like this old-fashioned mirror, how is that going to look? Okay, this is not bad. And then of course, how many times am I going to put the same light switch in? So I think there's a certainly element of repetitiveness in this game that It gets kind of old after a while. And I think the main problem isn't that you're doing many different houses, it's that they only have so many options that actually look realistic. And I like how this thing doesn't turn that on, which is crappy. You got to turn it on by hand like that. That's crappy. It should be tied to the light switch. We do need some outlets in here because in modern bathrooms they do have outlets. So there should be one kind of by the sink, like for your razor or whatever you have to put in there. And we should probably put another one here, but we don't want it too close to the bathtub because, you know, don't electrocute people. And then we have paintings that we can put on. And now a door. So we started out completely pink. And now we have a gray bathroom that I think looks pretty high-end. It looks pretty good. Alright. Bathroom time. Oh, sorry, not bathroom time. Bedroom time. Our bedroom, I think, is going to be beige. And we got to look at floors as well. So the floor... I think we're going to go brown on this with beige ceilings. I think that'll look good. And we're going to just carry this through to here. And that actually matches the stairs perfectly. So that's good. I like that. We're going to use the white paint to paint around the windows to do the quote-unquote trim. There we go. And then the question is, what color beige are we going to do? So walls, paint. I don't go too dark. Oh, sand almond. That might look good. Let's try this. Oops. With this floor, the darker floor, I think it might look good. I think that looks great. I like it. It's a nice neutral, decent color. I think we're going to go wallpaper on this interior wall, and everything else will be painted. So we're going to match the wallpaper to the paint. We'll figure that out after we paint it. Looking good. So you can see that the person who painted this house had the same idea that I have as to making this wall here kind of the accent wall. Of course, the bedroom was a lot smaller. I think we've dramatically increased this house. Now, one of the drawbacks, oh, we don't paint that wall. One of the drawbacks we're having here is, I think a lot of people would look at this and go, hey, but there's no shower. I'd rather have a shower than a bath. Right, but that's the sort of thing that you can fix. You can build a bathtub that has a shower in it, which they really don't have here, because I think that's just not a thing they do in Europe, but it's very common in the US. I have in my house one bathtub with a shower in it in the guest room, and then the master bath has a separate shower and tub, which is kind of a waste of space, but that's how they decided to do it. It's good for me to have just because that's what people like, but I would just assume not, because now I have to wash two things out when I clean the bathroom, and I'm lazy. Okay, so we want something maybe like that. How does that look? I think that does it. Yeah, guys, I think that's decent. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I think that's looking pretty good. Now, that is so much better than that pink stuff. Looking good. And we will move this out to here. Alright, so now we have a master bedroom to decorate. And so one of the things I said was, okay, we're going to see if we can put a wardrobe right here, and I think we will do that. So let's do something elegant. Oh, I like that one. Should we go with darker wood in here? I like that. Perfect. That is absolutely perfect, and that gives us some storage. And now we can put a bed. I like that. Do we have Sapil in here? Yep. So that'll match us. Yeah, there's space. That's not too bad. And now we'll put a nightstand. Or two, actually. Cupboards, night. Gosh, there are so few of these that are that are really nice. But we have these in Sapil, so we'll go ahead and do that. These are huge. Like, who has a nightstand that looks like this? I don't know. And the bed's really kind of plain. No pillows or anything on it. Alright, so then of course we're going to go lamps. Standing lamps. And, I don't know, the ornate one. We certainly don't want to go back into pink, so I guess we're going to buy with these colors. The gold, I think, matches well enough. And then we need perhaps a dresser. So furniture, cupboards with drawers. Oh, can we get a dressing table in here? Or is it going to be too big? I think we can. Yeah, and then we need a chair, right? How about, let's see. How about something like that? With Sapil, do we have it? Yes. Oh, I like that. And that matches the walls pretty well. I like it. That's a pretty nice bedroom. I'm satisfied with this. I don't know that we can get curtains on here, but we can try. We go brown. Will that work? I think that will. Nope, can't get it on there. Do we need a wide one? Maybe we should go more like, no, like that color? No, that's, cream could work. That doesn't work either. Alright, so we're just going to be stuck with regular shades. There we go. Good enough. Looking pretty good, guys. And we can put a door. And then we need a radiator. Right under the window, which I think is where the original one was. So we've got the upstairs all done. It's looking pretty good, other than the hallway, but I mean, this looks pretty nice. Let's go ahead and get some paintings on the walls. And see, again, like certain people like paintings and certain people don't. So every time I put paintings on the walls, it makes some people happy and some people unhappy, and it's like the same people that are either happy or unhappy. Right, like the girl that right there, you see? Not a bad picture, she likes pictures. I don't think the aqua is going to look good here. How about that? Kind of a weird picture, but alright. Then we can put a plant in the corner. Looking good, guys. I'm pretty happy with it. So now we just have the upstairs hallway. And we got to paint all the way around there, and I think we're going to just do this a neutral beige. And I know I said beige for the other room, but this is going to be actual beige. Like Like light biscuit? Yeah. Alright, something completely neutral just because this is the upstairs hallway. And I don't think we want anything too colorful. Looking good. I do enjoy this game. I like watching the house come together. There are certain frustrations I have, and I think one of them is just the limitations on the styling and how a lot of the styling is very odd. Right, and I guess maybe it's just a European aesthetic that I'm not used to because I'm an American. I think a lot of it's very IKEA based, and you know, the IKEA aesthetic is not entirely the same as anybody else's aesthetic, because it's all about like put it together yourself, DIYing, which is very different from, you know, like when you buy furniture at like a regular furniture store that's already gonna come to your house together. And it's just a very different sort of aesthetic. The wall's too high up. Yeah, and how exactly am I supposed to get up there? Because I don't think a ladder is going to go onto the steps. Right, it's not going to even let me put a ladder on the steps. Let's try. I think it's too far away. Yep, too far away. So I don't know how you're supposed to get to that, and that is incredibly frustrating. Let's try the scaffolding, but I don't think that's going to work either. Look at it, it won't even let me put it here. Nope. You simply can't get to it, so that's going to be a little thing to stick in my craw. What are you doing? What is wrong with this thing? Now it's not painting anything? I don't know what happened there. Some kind of bug. Seriously, did they not test this house when they built it? Did they not have one of their beta testers or whatever come in here and test this to make sure you could paint every single section of the house? Why didn't they do that? You see what I mean? Like, that's just ridiculous. There's no scaffolding. You can't buy the scaffolding. It doesn't work. Right? You can't put it anywhere in the house. And if you buy a ladder, you cannot put it on the stairs. So you literally cannot. You literally cannot paint this section right here. Why would you do that? Designers, why? That's just crap. Right? That is absolute crap. So now I'm going to have a little pink section. And somebody come on the comments and tell me, oh, there's this little tiny, you know, tweak you can do by like walking along here. I don't want to hear that. It should not be built this way. It should not be designed this way. They should have either not put a window there or make it so that you can get out over that. That's just crap. I hate stuff like that. Sorry guys, but I just want things to work correctly and work the way they should. And that is not correct. It should not work like that. Alright. Let's finish up in here. We're going to put a radiator right there to keep the hallway warm, so that it's not like freezing cold if we walk out here at night. By the way, it strikes me as quite dangerous to be right there. You know, you walk out the bedroom half asleep, bam, right down the stairs. I don't know. Alright, let's get some blinds up. We're doing shades here, so we'll just do some white shades. We can close it now that we know these are clean windows. Alright guys, I think this is looking pretty good. Let's put a bookcase up here. I don't know. How about one of these? I like that. Can we do Sapil? Yeah, that looks good. Just sort of... And maybe we can put some decorations on it, like plants. Put a couple plants. There we go. And maybe some books. And there we go. And I think we should put a little rug here to keep our feet warm. A little area rug. It's too small. How about this one? That's still too small. Alright. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Looks pretty good. Okay, guys. I think we're going to stop here. And we will pick this up in the next episode. Until then, I am Scarperlock, and this has been House Flipper.